they had made me the rules chair. So I had read the rules. You make me a chair or something, I'm going to read the rules.
Right.
So, if you know how the House chamber is shaped, it's a big C, okay? All the Democrats sit in the back rows. So everybody speaks from their chair. You raise your mic, you speak from the chair. So I said to my leader, and I said to her, look, this is really important. When I address the ceasefire bill, I'd like your permission, because the rules allow it, to speak from the well. Now, the reason I asked my leader was...
The well means up from the front.
Up from the front.
Right.
I want to walk up to the front.
Right.
I didn't have to ask her permission, but I asked her permission because the ceasefire bill was filed by a Democrat.
Okay. Right.
So, the rule is no dem on dem damage, and same thing for the Republicans,
Sure. Politics.
Right. But this hit different. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I'm not just going to sit here and let you run your bill and not get up and explain why you're wrong.
Right.
The only person I needed to ask that permission of was the speaker. So once I got my leaders, I knew the speaker would likely agree. And we typically get 2 minutes each to speak. It's not like, we can't do like a Jeffries and go all night, like he did. I wish.
Right.
But we have different rules in Florida. So speaker gave me permission. He said, as long as you keep personalities out of it.
Fair.
Tell whatever you want to do, but I'm not going to have a personal bloodbath.
I wish they would do that in the House, the U.S. House, because that gets ugly. But go ahead. That's great.
So I went up there, and I'm going to show that I'm being a bad Jew. And I went up there and I said, it's not 2023. It's 5786, or I forget what year it is.
Right.
And you could sort of see, the room go, oh. In the Jewish calendar, I think it was the month of Kislev. Kislev.
Right.
Kislev. And I said, I said the date in Hebrew, and I said, that's because we have existed. And then I started, the story that now everybody knows, which is, the Jews were there, and then Pharaoh, and I went through like a Passover, and, the Exodus, and for 7 minutes I spoke and talked about how somebody like me who's 99.9% Ashkenazi Jew. Why am I Ashkenazi? Because I got chased.
Diaspora.
Correct. Right? Because my family members got chased out of Israel. So they let me do it, and we pushed back. But it did become, a wedge, if you will, between me and some members and other members of my party. For the Florida Democrats. But